Hello everyone, and welcome back to TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we're delving into a heartfelt and suspenseful storyline that has captured the attention of Days of Our Lives fans everywhere, Ava's apparent decision to leave Salem. This surprising turn of events comes on the heels of her traumatic kidnapping and subsequent rescue, which have left Ava reassessing her life and her place in town. From her lingering anger toward Brady and Kristen to her desire to protect herself from Rachel's manipulations, there's a lot to unpack in Ava's decision. So let's dive deeper into this story, exploring the emotional toll on Ava, the concerns around Rachel's involvement, and whether or not we're truly about to say goodbye to this beloved character. Ava's harrowing kidnapping and rescue. For those who have been following the tumultuous events, Ava was abducted and held captive for days. During her ordeal, she faced psychological and physical challenges, struggling to maintain hope while confined by her captors. This extended captivity tested Ava's resilience and deeply affected her sense of safety. When she was finally discovered and rescued, viewers breathed a collective sigh of relief. Yet, as Ava learned the truth behind her kidnapping, her sense of betrayal and vulnerability only deepened. The knowledge of who orchestrated her abduction, and who ultimately carried it out, became a heavy burden for Ava. She quickly realized that the plots behind her kidnapping ran deeper than she could have imagined, with powerful forces at play. Determined to regain control over her life, she began to think seriously about whether she truly belonged in Salem anymore. Revelations and tensions. Ava confides in Brady. Upon regaining her freedom, Ava confided in Brady. Their conversation turned into a catalyst for explosive confrontations. Ava revealed what she endured at the hands of her captors and identified those responsible, including the involvement of Rachel in the whole ordeal. The shocking revelation sparked Brady's anger. Furious that his daughter, Rachel, had a hand in such a dangerous plot, Brady vowed to confront Kristen and put an end to the chaos that had put Ava in harm's way. During this tense discussion, Brady also shared some of his own worries with Ava. He feared that Child Protective Services (CPS) would take Rachel away if her role in the kidnapping were to become public knowledge. The stakes were high. Brady found himself torn between protecting his daughter from the consequences of her actions and acknowledging the seriousness of the crime she had committed. In the midst of these revelations, Ava and Brady faced conflicting perspectives. Ava, still reeling from the trauma she'd endured, had little desire to remain in a place where she felt unsafe and exposed. Brady, on the other hand, seemed desperate to keep Ava around, perhaps to strengthen his stance against Kristen or to ensure that Rachel's involvement in the kidnapping remained hidden. Brady's attempt to keep Ava in Salem. As tensions mount between Brady, Kristen, and Rachel, Brady appears intent on convincing Ava to stay put. From his point of view, keeping Ava in Salem might serve several purposes. A protective measure. By keeping Ava close, Brady could monitor her well-being and ensure she remained safe from any further threats. The kidnapping ordeal underscored just how vulnerable Ava could be when left on her own. A strategic advantage. With Ava's testimony, Brady might have the leverage to hold Kristen accountable for the kidnapping plot. By securing Ava's presence in Salem, he could potentially force Kristen into a corner, making it harder for her to evade responsibility. A chance to safeguard Rachel. Perhaps the most pressing reason for Brady's insistence, however, is that by having Ava close, he could better control the narrative around Rachel's role in the kidnapping. If Ava left Salem, there's a risk that the truth could leak, exposing Rachel's part in the crime to the authorities or CPS. If that happened, Rachel's future would be in jeopardy. Despite Brady's hopes, Ava's trauma and fear remain front and center. She's lived through a nightmare and has no desire to linger where her safety can be threatened at any moment. As Brady attempts to persuade her to stay, Ava's resolve to leave only grows stronger. Ava's decision to leave Salem. The pivotal choice that Ava faces is whether to remain in Salem, a place where she has faced heartbreak, danger, and betrayal, or to leave it all behind in search of peace. Drawing on her recent experiences, Ava seems to have made up her mind. She no longer trusts the environment around her, especially after suffering the indignity of kidnapping and the betrayal that led to it. In the past, Ava has tried to carve out a life in Salem, forging relationships and alliances. Yet, with every new bond comes the risk of being hurt or used, as she discovered through her ordeal. Now, she appears to be looking for solace and stability. The opportunity to reunite with her son, Trip, in Hong Kong has emerged as the perfect solution, an escape from the drama and a chance to start anew. This impending departure means we may soon see Ava bidding a tearful goodbye to those who care about her. The emotional weight of this departure is considerable, particularly since viewers have watched Ava grow and change over time. While some fans might hope she'll be convinced to stay at the last minute, all signs point toward her leaving Salem to seek refuge and healing far from the place that caused her so much pain. The impact on Salem and the characters left behind. If Ava does indeed follow through with her plan to leave, her departure will leave a significant void in Salem. For better or worse, Ava has been a central figure in several important storylines. Her relationships, whether romantic entanglements or conflicts with powerful figures, have helped drive the drama in recent months. Brady, without Ava, Brady will lose a crucial ally and a living testament to Kristen and Rachel's wrongdoing. Will he still be able to confront Kristen about her actions effectively, or will he be at a disadvantage without Ava's first-hand account? Kristen, Ava's absence might seem like a relief to Kristen, who likely views Ava's knowledge as a threat. However, Kristen could find herself in an even more precarious position. Without a direct witness to challenge her, she might be emboldened to push her schemes further. Rachel, for Rachel, the person who played a role in her kidnapping has departed, raising questions about whether Rachel will face the consequences of her involvement. Will she be forced to confront her own actions, or can Brady's manipulations keep the truth buried? Trip in Hong Kong. Ava's arrival in Hong Kong to be with her son opens the door to new storyline possibilities off-screen. Will she and Trip forge a closer bond, or could we see them caught up in further drama away from Salem? Looking ahead, Ava's legacy and potential return. It's no secret that in Days of Our Lives, few characters truly disappear forever. Soap opera history is riddled with examples of beloved figures leaving town, only to make a triumphant, or disastrous, comeback later. Ava's choice to seek refuge in Hong Kong could be just another chapter in her story. She might return one day, driven by unfinished business or the draw of unresolved relationships in Salem. In the meantime, her decision to leave reflects the incredible strain she's been under and the serious nature of the threats she's faced. Although it's saddening to consider saying goodbye to Ava, her journey is a testament to her resilience. She's refused to be a pawn in a larger game, choosing instead to protect herself and reunite with her son. Conclusion: saying goodbye to Ava. As we brace for Ava's likely departure from Salem, we can't help but feel the emotional weight of her journey. From the horrors of her kidnapping to the harrowing decision that it's time to leave the town she once tried to call home, Ava's storyline has been both captivating and deeply affecting. Her exit will leave ripples throughout Salem, influencing the futures of Brady, Kristen, Rachel, and countless others. So, are we about to say goodbye to Ava for good? It seems that way, but as every Days of Our Lives fan knows, no farewell is ever truly final. For now, Ava's path leads to Hong Kong and the promise of a life free from the drama and danger that have dominated her time in Salem. Only time will tell if this is truly the end of her story or simply the beginning of a new and unexpected chapter. Ava's future, and the fate of those she leaves behind, remains an unfolding mystery, one that is certain to keep viewers enthralled in the days and weeks ahead. Hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.